So you're all ready to buy real estate, but there's one small problem. You don't have a ton of money to go out there and buy your first deal. This isn't just another video where I'm going to tell you to go house hack or to go out there and wholesale. We've actually got some other great strategies where you can start investing in real estate right now with little to none of your own money. All right, we're going to jump right into this video on how to invest with little to no money. But first, I want to tell you about our friends at Arrived. Did you know real estate has outperformed the S&P 500 over the last 20 years? But most people assume they can't get into real estate without a ton of time, money, or experience. With Arrived, anyone can invest in real estate with as little as $100. You can browse highly vetted, long-term and vacation rental properties, invest from anywhere from $100 up to $50,000 per property in just a few clicks. Then sit back and collect a return. Backed by Jeff Bezos, Arrived brings real estate investing to the masses. So what are you waiting for? Head to arrived.com to become a property investor today. All right, now let's get down to business. I'm going to give you 4 ways that you can use to get started investing in real estate with little to none of your own money. So number 1 is to partner up. Now, since this is about investing with little to no money, you're looking for somebody who's going to bring the money, and then you're going to do the work. This strategy will work for you if you have the time to put in the work. If you have a job that's flexible, or you've got time during the day where you can manage renovating a property or manage finding a deal, this could be a great strategy for you. You want to find people, probably particularly who may not live in the market where you are, where you can be the boots in the ground. Make sure that people know what you are going to do to hold up your end of the bargain so that they can start to understand you. You can build that trust and y'all can form a partnership that is a win-win situation. I met my very first partner in my real estate meetup, and we went on to we own about 25 doors together. So I know this can be done because I did it, but it takes work. You're not going to walk into a meetup your very first time and find your next partner. You have to be relentlessly consistent in going to meetups, relentlessly consistent in not just joining Facebook groups, but engaging in them every day. The second strategy that I want to talk about is seller financing or owner financing. So seller financing or owner financing is when you buy a property, but instead of going to the bank to get a loan to buy that property, you leverage the seller as the bank. So typically that property will have to be paid off, or the majority of that property will have to be paid off. And then you can use that seller as your bank. So instead of you going to the bank to get a loan, you make your monthly mortgage payments to that seller. The benefit to doing this is you can structure seller finance deals where you don't have to put any money down sometimes. You can structure seller finance deals where you don't have to pay interest. What you're looking to do is find someone who would be willing to continue to make cash flow instead of getting a big lump sum payment. And the best types of people for this are retiring or tired landlords. What you can offer to a retiring landlord is to say, I can buy this property from you on owner finance terms. You can continue to get monthly income, and you never have to worry about tenants and toilets again. Your business will turn completely passive because I will take on the ownership. I will deal with the tenants and toilets, and I will make my monthly mortgage payments to you every month. So get yourself a pen and write this down. When you are looking for sellers who may be open to seller financing, what I want you to do is to pull a list of sellers who have at least 40% equity in their property. You also want that property to be owned in the seller's name or in a trust. No LLCs. We want it owned in the seller's name, or we want it owned in a trust. And what's even better is go ahead and filter that list for multifamily. So we're looking at a small multifamily list. We want the seller to own the property in their name. We also want that seller to have owned that property for 10 years at minimum, 10 years or more. You can call this list. You can send mail to this list. What I like to do is I like to send them mail in a handwritten font that says, "Hi, I am Henry Washington. I am a real estate investor. I would love to sit down and talk with you and learn from you about how you've built your portfolio. And if you're interested in getting an offer on any of your properties, I'd be happy to make you an offer as well, but I'd really like the opportunity to learn from you." The third way that you can invest in real estate with little to no money is a bit of a pivot that I bet you weren't thinking about, but you can invest in REITs, or real estate investment trusts. So we're turning to the stock market, you guys. A real estate investment trust is a company that goes out and they own or they operate income producing real estate properties. They are required to disperse 90% of their taxable income to dividends for their stockholders. And so they go out and they buy real estate assets, and then they produce cash flow through the form of dividend payments. And so this is a truly passive way to invest in real estate. If you're investing for cash flow, like we are in the physical real estate world, well, REITs pay cash flow in the form of dividends. And a dividend is just a fee that you get paid just for owning the stock. So not only do you make money when the stock goes up, but you make money whenever they pay dividends. And the fourth and final way you can invest in real estate with little to none of your own money, go and find a good deal. And I know what you're thinking. It's easier said than done. And I agree with you. It is easier said than done until you know how to do it. And then you can repeat that process over and over and over. I want you to focus on two things if you want to find a good deal. The first thing I want you to focus on is you need to learn what a good deal looks like in your market. Every market is different. Real estate is market specific. And so what a good deal looks like to me in Arkansas does not look the same for somebody in California, does not look the same for somebody in New York, does not look the same for somebody in Florida. So you need to learn what a good deal looks like. The best way to learn what a good deal looks like is to network in the meetings like we talked about earlier. Find other investors and just ask them questions. And then once you have a great grasp on, I know what a good deal looks like where I want to buy property, then I want the second thing you should focus on is to pick one strategy for finding deals. That could be finding deals on the market. It could be finding deals off the market. Maybe it's cold calling. Maybe it's you're going to send direct mail. Maybe it's you're going to do agent outreach. Maybe it's that you're going to make offers on everything that's been on the MLS for 90 days or more. And you're just going to offer everything that's been on the market for 90 days or more. And you're just going to offer half of what they were asking, right? There's tons of different strategies. Pick one that you feel like you can be relentlessly consistent at. Hammer that strategy until you've got a good deal in your grasp. I think we focus too much on figuring out how I'm going to get the money to do a deal when it doesn't matter how you're going to get the money if you don't have a deal anyway. So go find the deal and build your network all along. And once you find that deal, you can leverage your network to either you buy that deal, you partner with somebody in your network on that deal, or you borrow money from somebody in your network to do that deal. So put these into practice. Don't give up. Be relentlessly consistent in your pursuit. If you decide you're going to be a real estate investor and you put these tactics to work, they will work. You just have to keep pushing. As always, if you love content like this, subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram. I'm at the Henry Washington on Instagram. I have a passion for teaching people how to invest in real estate, especially with little to none of their own money. I hope you got some value out of this. And as always, I'll see you at the closing table.